Am I the a-hole for leaving my fiance and daughter when I discovered I wasn't her dad? Me and my fiance have been together for 4 years. We've known each other 7 years, though, and have a nearly 3-year-old daughter. We were talking about having another recently. I'm 41. She's 34. I've always had thoughts I didn't look like my daughter, but put it to the back of my mind that I don't look a lot like my dad. A little while ago, her family was visiting from abroad, and her sister was here. Now she's never got on with her sister, and in the time I've known her, she's hardly seen her. So I could see she was anxious. They had a family gathering. It all seemed okay at first, but I could tell she was still tense. After a while, her sister was running her gob a bit, and she said basically, "How could I raise another man's kid?" They got into an argument, and we left. But it was obviously on my mind, so I asked her about it. Basically, there is truth to what her sister said. In the early days, when we were going out, she was on a night out with her colleagues and got really drunk and ended up in bed with one of the guys she worked with and woke up after they'd obviously had sex. She said she must have been blackout drunk because she didn't even remember it. But she then was pregnant not long afterwards and was so scared to tell me she basically just tried to forget it and pretend it never happened. I said basically I needed a DNA test to see what I wanted to do, and she agreed. The results came back the other day. I'm not my daughter's dad. 100% definitely not her father. She wasn't back, so I packed a bag and fucked off and have been at my mom's since. My fiance has been begging me to come back and saying we need to talk. I don't have anything to say. I'm not her dad. She's been saying my daughter's been asking for Dada and crying. I said she should find her Dada and ring him instead. My mom's trying to get me to go home and talk. My dad's saying I'm being selfish. I'm her dad, and DNA doesn't matter. I told him to stop being such a cuck. My mom didn't like that. Am I the a-hole for leaving? Edit. I'm in the UK, so I think it's easier here once you prove you're not the dad. She could have been roofied, but it doesn't alter the fact it happened, and lied to me about it. She should have told me sooner, so I could have done something about it. She seems to certainly see it as consensual. Honestly, I'm more angry about her than not caring. I feel like she's not real, like the time I've spent raising her is a big con. It's interesting my parents have more empathy for a child they aren't even related to, yet don't have any for their actual son who's found out I've been lied to. My ex was a feminist, very passionate about women's rights, yet lied to me and denied me my own rights. Shows what a hypocrite they all are. Comments: if you didn't leave at the confession of cheating, why leave when the test results came back? There's more to fatherhood than a bit of genetic material, and you've been that little one's dad. I can understand you wanting to break up with someone who cheated on you, but apparently that wasn't the problem, since you waited for the DNA results to leave. I hope you keep that poor little girl in your life. If you can only love her because she's biologically yours, did you ever really love her? Please don't just cut ties with that little girl. She loves you like a dad. It will wreck her, and she does not deserve it. To her, you are dad, like it or not. This would absolutely crush me the way it probably has you as well. But if you love that child the way I love mine, there is no way you could do that to her. This sucks all around. I just can't imagine breaking that little girl's heart. I just don't understand how you can raise a child for 3 years and then suddenly have all the feelings shut off. As a parent, that just doesn't make sense to me. I'd get anger, devastation, and sorrow, but not apathy. And your parents are obviously upset because they're also losing a grandchild. Your fiance is the worst for bringing this whole situation around in the first place, though. It's a terrible situation all around, and the person I feel most sorry for is the child. She's old enough to know her dad has left. OP, you aren't the ass, but please, please understand your actions towards a little girl will really affect her whole life. Go get therapy and try to stay in contact with daughter. She doesn't deserve all the trauma her mother's actions will give her. The kid has only ever known you as her father, so for her she's confused and probably is asking for you. But you understandably are heartbroken by finding out you lost your family, and this is certainly not an easy situation to handle. But if you know you're going to be resentful, it's best not to be in that child's life. Take whatever time you need and then begin the paperwork of removing your name from the birth certificate and separating your account's life from your fiancé. Also, shame on the sister for keeping this from you for 3 years and only bringing it out to hurt her sister and by extension you. You're the a-hole for bailing in the kid. She knows you as dad, and it's crazy you could just walk away from a child like that. It's not her fault her mom's a trifling scab. You should still be there for the little girl, but in no way should be paying support for her. Story 2, separated. I'm the cheater wife. I'm making changes. No drinking. Individual counseling twice a week. Kids being handled without being asked a dozen times by my betrayed husband. It's different here than even a month ago. Better, honestly. And still, I don't know if reconciliation is going to happen. I haven't said that out loud to the friends who are cheering for us. They probably already know. I need to actually say it soon. I'm also finally getting that it isn't all on me to decide. He'll show me. If he isn't ready to leave right now, the only way out is through. If he isn't ready to say it's bad enough today, then I keep doing the next right thing and we see where it goes. And yeah, it might get worse, but consequences are his to deal with. Oops, I used to think I should move out because it would make him happier. Now I find myself thinking I should move out because it would make me happier. He gets the kids, meals, bills, while I tell him we're working on it. In reality, I imagine I'm back in AP's arms. Feels like I'm leading him on when part of me is still tethered to the AP. Part of me thinks setting a boundary and leaving would force both of us to face the version of life we're drifting toward. Then I picture the kids' faces and freeze. Today I'm choosing to keep going. I'm also promising myself I'll tell a friend within a week that reconciliation might not be possible, so word will get round to him. We had a conversation where he said I was policing his healing, judging the speed of it, acting like his IC isn't good enough. That hit where it hurts. I do slip into teacher mode. It's awful. I blew up our marriage and then want to grade his recovery? I hate that I made him feel that way. I need to shut up more and tolerate whatever the incel fuck he's doing right now. His default these days is to defend himself when I try to explain how hard it is for me. He's getting better. But I need a heads-up system that keeps me from snapping into explanations. I don't know how to stop myself from yelling back. And most of the time I don't want to. I want him to tell me the exact thing that cuts and for me to sit in it without arguing, name-calling, or making him manage my guilt. There's another layer that's not flattering. Sometimes it feels like he forgets that I don't owe him infinitely and starts acting like I should say yes to everything forever to prove it. A huge part of me wants to stand up straighter so I don't become a doormat, and it quietly builds resentment again. I'm looking for the lane where I'm held accountable without erasing myself. I built my own doghouse. I don't want to live there and call it penance. I want to be a trustworthy adult, or leave cleanly if I can't be one for him. For tonight, dishes, meds laid out for the morning, then phone face down just in case AP sends something. Tomorrow I call a friend and say the quiet thing out loud. I want reconciliation, but I'm not sure it's possible, and I don't know how this ends. I'll keep playing this game to the end.